Because you will find that the more you make decisions from your energy, the more you are in design with yourself, right? Because you're using your own, the way your energy is designed to make decisions instead of fighting against it, you're working with it, that your life suddenly flows and it's easy to make decisions. Hi everyone, it's Sarah Eamon with Essence Healing, and in this week's Spirit Talk, I want to look at the 3 different ways that the majority of the population makes decisions when they're making decisions from their energy and not from their logic. And the reason I want to look at that real quick before we jump into those 3 ways is because if you make your decision from your energy versus from your logic, you are following your energy design, and you will find that the decisions flow very easily for you and that you find your path that brings you happiness and bliss. So let's look at the first way. The first way is your gut reaction. And this is the way that the majority of the population actually should be making their decisions. So the way this technique works is that you wait for something to make a decision on, right? You're not trying to make a decision on something that you don't have the opportunity for. You're going to wait for that to come. So what do I need to order for lunch today? That's a decision, right? Do I need to make a career change? That's a decision, right? Not, oh, am I going to make a change in 5 years? That decision isn't there right now. This technique is about what's in front of you right now that you need to make a decision on. And then it is literally listening to your gut's response. You're going to feel it in your sacral center, and you should feel like you're a huge yes or a huge no. It should feel like either your whole body lights up or your sacral center lights up and goes, oh yeah, I'm so excited about that, right? Like you'll feel the yes, your whole body will respond for most people. Or you'll feel this, no, and you kind of push it away, right? And it just doesn't feel right. And it feels like a no. So if this is the type of energy that you have, and you might just have to play with it to see if that is, but one of these should ring a bell for you. Oh yeah, that works really well for me. I should do that. Start making every decision from that gut response. Start playing with it. Start understanding what's your yes and what's your no. Start really understanding how your body feels or how your energy reacts for a yes or for a no. Now the second way is called the emotional way. That's what I call it, the emotional way of making a decision. And this is about understanding or going through the full emotional cycle of emotions before you make a decision. So you've got to make a decision about whatever it is, right? This job. Go through the full emotions. Feel the full emotions, the whole circle or the whole cycle of emotions, good, bad, and indifferent. And once you come back to the beginning or back to that place of neutrality or clarity, look and see were the majority of those emotions good or were the majority of those emotions bad. If the majority of those emotions were good, then this is a good decision, a good pathway for you. If the majority of the emotions were bad, then this is not the decision or the pathway for you. And that's how you determine that. So if you're one of those people who feel like, no, I have to go, I feel a lot, I feel the emotions a lot, then you need to go through this cycle and you need to wait till we've gone through the whole cycle to make your decision, right? Now that doesn't have to take forever either, just side note there, but just make sure you've gone through the whole cycle of emotions. And the last one I want to talk about is those people that have just those instantaneous knowings. Right? You're asked a question or you need to make a decision and you just instantaneously know. Yes or no. Right? And this is literally how you make a decision. You're going to go through after that answer. That's your answer. That instantaneous response, that's your answer. Okay? But you will go through, your mind will kick in and say, oh, you didn't do this and you didn't list the pros and cons and you didn't do that and what about this and I'm afraid of the unknown. That's just mind chatter getting in the way. You already know the answer. You don't have to go through the emotional cycle. You don't have to feel in your body. You don't have to wait for that gut response. You just know. Like it's just instantaneously there. You just know what the right answer is for you. So Now that you understand what the three main ways that you can make decisions are through your energy, I encourage you to figure out which one is yours and start using it. Because you will find that the more you make decisions from your energy, the more you are in design with yourself, right? Because you're using your own, the way your energy is designed to make decisions instead of fighting against it, you're working with it, that your life suddenly flows and it's easy to make decisions. And that you're reaching your bliss and you're reaching your happiness and you're living your ultimate joy because you're making those decisions that fit you. If you need help with any of this, you need more explanation, you need help just figuring out what your own way of making a decision is, or anything else, I hope you reach out to me or schedule a session. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.